So just before I go out, I've got to do a few parcels, and I'm just going to show you a couple of things that Lola picked up yesterday, because some of those stuff are absolutely cracking. So yeah, let's just show you some of the stuff. This is a Ralph Lauren Spain polo. Now I don't tend to pick up Ralph Lauren unless it's like a something like that, a bit more standy outy. If you look on the back here, it's just a nice big print, Spain print. I sold a Great Britain one for about 40 quid a couple of weeks ago, and so I don't like the plain ones. Plain ones, there's too many of them on eBay, and they're not like they're bad, but when there's too many, it's like, again, people are just making a choice of, should I pick yours or should I pick this other one, which is exactly the same, and there's like another 100 of them. But with these ones, these are a little bit harder to find, so they command a bit of a premium. There's only one active of this on eBay now, and that's priced at £60. So if you don't know, this is Paul and Shark Yachting. So this is like a posher version of Henry Lloyd, if that makes sense. So this was like an Italian brand. It's a sailing man's gear for sailing, something like that anyway. It was founded in Italy. Absolute beautiful thing. So this is actually reflective on the back here. And so again, some of these t-shirts, brand new, these t-shirts go for about £150, £125, around that mark. This one's like a long sleeve one, so probably this was like maybe £130 in the shop. It could still be in the shop, to be fair, I'm not too sure, but look at it. I don't know how she's even found that. And for 4 quid as well. Is she joking? Absolute crazy find. So first item is here. I didn't bother to pack this away because I knew this would go quite quickly. So this is a Wenger Swiss laptop bag. It's like a carry-on bag. The better ones are like the ones with the wheels on it and stuff, but still does okay. Picked it up for like £3. And you can see there, it went for 35 quid. So can't complain with that one. It's just like a nice one. Anytime I see this stuff, I always pick it up. I tend to leave like the really skinny ones, but this seems a bit more hard wearing, a bit more of a structure to it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's an alright one. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. So you probably already know what it is now, by now. I was proper raving about this. So this is that Fred Perry Harrington jacket that I picked up a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, that beautiful one. And that sold for £58 in total, or £59 technically. But yeah, absolute beautiful find. I knew this wouldn't last very long. It cost me £5, so again, just a nice, easy sale. Just landed my first area, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go around, just show you some of the stuff that I'm picking up, probably some of the stuff that I don't pick as well, just trying to explain why I haven't picked it up. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the prices that some of these items can sell for. Hopefully we can have a good day today and see what kind of stuff we can get. Okay, so first shop, let's see what we can find. Look at that chest set there. You know me, I love a bit of chest. That's well nice, isn't it? £75 now, and there's a pawn missing. Asking a bit too much, that. See there, you can see it's a high price, yeah. So didn't get £120, but probably close to it. And obviously that's got all the pieces, and none of them are like aged either. Nice though, but not for 75. See this shop, I think it's got a bit giddy with the prices now. £15. Pole chinos. Nothing amazing, but 15 quid for them. Right, let's go to the next place and see what we can find. So Grenfell, I think we should do 2 bags, right? Now, here's one. So I'm not sure what that costs for that Grenfell, but I know Grenfell does well by itself. These can get a lot of decent price, £6. This old school trench coat. Highland Home Industries. It's not really about the label as much as it is about the pattern. It's like an Aran knit, pure wool. That will definitely sell very quickly. Oh, it's £15. It goes for about 40 quid, so let's slot that back in. Anyway, saw this beauty. Looks a bit basic to me, but look at the label. £5.50. They don't know what it is. Oof, the red ear, Portsmouth red ear, absolute find. Look at that. And if you know, you know. Absolute beautiful piece. Love it. So this vintage Ralph Lauren shirt, really nice colour, but it's a bit too plain. And for £9, I'm not really a big fan. It's quite thin. If it's like a thick kind of like overshirt kind of thing, I probably would have gone for it, but we'll leave it. This is Marks and Spencer's, yes. However, it's got that on it, and this seems to be a big indicator of a good value. So I'm not too sure how much I could get for this. I'm gonna have a look. I think that's a goer. Look at that. It's a really nice colour though. If I knew more about the moon thing, I'd tell you, but I don't really know much about it. Maybe I'll have a look in a bit. But yeah, this is a very good symbol of premium wool quality. Good sheepskin. Ooh, Baileys. Baileys is a good one. A really good one. Vintage England. But £25. Last one I saw was like for 80 quid. So I don't think that would make the cut. This shop is notorious for pricing things quite high, so we've got to keep our wits about us. Yeah, we've got this whole vintage section here, which literally everything's vintage. Just expensive. See, look at that. £10 for a Primark shirt. Mental. And they say it's vintage as well. You know, each to their own, I guess. It's a very good make, however, it's the wrong material. So this is nylon and a bit thin. It's like a walking shirt, but the ones that really go are the shiny cloth and the thicker ones. They do really well and like a bit more vintage. So that could do maybe like, I don't know, 17, 18 quid. But I'm not into that. The white line feeler. It's a decent one to be fair. But so yeah, it's a newer one. It's made in China. The real good ones are made in Italy, so it's not really worth it. Spotted these Armani jeans. They're what, £9 for them, but the logo's missing. It's crazy. Just no care. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So look, Uniqlo. Don't have to pick up Uniqlo if it's cashmere. I don't think this is cashmere. It's 100% wool. Nice, but not the right material. Nice Scotch and soda. Nice size. It's a shawl neck kind of pattern going on. Should do okay. It's only cotton, but so it's £3.95. So this is one we're going to take with us. So this is like a modern champion. So it's made in Cambodia. It's a nice one, but champion isn't what it used to be at all. So Going for £18. It's definitely a no-go. A bit different. Price isn't different. Forget it. XL. It's a bit big, don't it? Oh, that's alright. Is that even real? I don't think that's real. Still 15. I'm not paying £15 for a shirt. £8. Go for like 40 quid. I don't think so. I think it's missing like a sponsorship. No, I'll just leave it. So not a horrific day out. I did get some good pieces, but a lot of the shops had quite high prices here, so I don't know if it's going to be one I'm going to come back to soon. But again, there's always stuff that you can find because they do make mistakes, and that's what you're always looking out for, the mistakes that they make and stuff. So we'll just see what happens next time. So I'm back in the shed. So let's go through some of the stuff and see what I picked up. I picked up in total 6 items. It wasn't obviously an amazing day, like I said, but I picked up 6 items totaling £29. So let's see how much some of this stuff can go for. And hopefully you'll have a good day, even though it's like a small amount of items. So obviously you've seen them all. And so I kind of like this one just because it's like a standard night tee. It's nothing like amazing, but I just like the pattern on the back as well. And again, it says the AM crew, so I'm guessing it's like a running kind of top. So really nice design. I think that'll go quite quickly, to be fair. I'm gonna say I couldn't find any kind of particular prices on this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna put on like what, between maybe like £20, maybe 15 to £20, something like that, hoping for it to go quite quickly. It's nothing like crazy, but again, I don't really pick up Nike too much, but when I see something like this a little bit different, I tend to pick it up because, again, if it's a little bit different in the shop, then more than likely it's a bit different on eBay as well. So I'm guessing this could sell quite quick. This Scotch and Soda jumper, Scotch and Soda, shoulder, did I say shoulder? Soda. Anyway, this Scotch and Soda jumper was £4. Now, Scotch and Soda does quite well for me. The shirts have done all right for me, but the jumpers seem to do quite well. They go between like £35 to £40. But you might not have heard me say in the shop, but this is like a shawl collar. So it's slightly different. It's a bit more out there. There's a little bit of a, what's that? It just looks like it unraveled a bit. Either way, I think this will be a alright little investment. I'm hoping for about £35 for this, like 30 to 35, something like that. So yeah, not bad. This is one of my favourite finds of the day. This was a Grenfell. I don't even know how to pronounce it first, so I keep butchering it. But yeah, Grenfell shirt. It's like a nice check, 60. I think this is a 16-inch collar, not 16-inch like a women's size, because it seems to be the buttons are on the right side for the men's. Anyway, just a standard shirt. These can go for, this exact shirt actually went for £39 or something on an auction. So I'm guessing, I'm gonna say £40. £40 I think will be kind of decent for this one. It's a really nice shirt. It's I don't know if to call it, is it like a hunting or is it like walking gear? I think it's more walking than hunting. Either way, really nice shirt. It seems to be sought after. There's not enough on eBay for the demand, so hopefully this will go quite quickly. So this Grenfell trench coat. Now, I've been doing research recently and I found that Grenfell seems to be doing quite well now. When I first started, I didn't think Grenfell did that well, but it's kind of like a hunting, like old school like hunting gear and stuff like that. But obviously this isn't hunting, this is just like a nice vintage trench coat. So I'm thinking, well, I've done the research and some of this exact one actually has gone for £90. Some of them go for like 120 and something like that. So for me, like if you want to sell things quickly, I'll try and just come down a little bit. So I'm going to try and aim for like 70, £80, something like that. Maybe put on an auction straight away, and if you don't sell, then just put it in a buy now. But yeah, it's just a nice little trench coat. Like if you look at here, just standard. Do you know what I mean? It's got his nice little slit at the bottom. So yeah, let's stick it on there. Hopefully, let's say 70, £80. So this was another one of my favourite finds. This is a Paul Smith Reddit ear. Absolutely beautiful thing. It's like a shoot off of Paul Smith, not a shoot off, but like a premium within Paul Smith, if that makes sense. £5.50. It's got this nice, what do you call this stuff now? Sherpa? I don't know. Anyway, Sherpa on the front. There's this on the back, just standard on the back. Obviously, it's got all this nice little, what do you call it? Oh, it's 50%. In fact, yo, it's 100% wool, merino wool on the front bit, and then 50% wool on the back. So, good materials. Good materials always make some good money. So, I am pretty chuffed with this one. Now, hoodies wise, I was quite surprised to see like there's a couple of hoodies. Not this one, but just like hoodies in general, go between like 50 to 80 pounds, something like that. So this is again a little bit different. It's just designed obviously like a bit more like a, not runway, like cat runway, like modeling thing, but it's just a bit more creative, if that makes sense. When it's made, it's just a little bit different, a bit out there. So this stuff is, when it's brand new, is a lot of money. So it does command a bit of more of a resale. So I'm going to aim for like 50 quid, just straight off 50 quid. But obviously if I can get more, I'll take more. So really good one, just like a really nice hoodie, which I was pretty chuffed with. And last but not least, this is a bit of a surprise to me because I never pick up this brand ever. Now you know me, I don't really pick up M&S. M&S for me is not one of these brands that I pick up. It's so mainstream, but again, when it comes to brands, there's always certain things in brands which you always have to look out for. So with this one in particular, this one had this little stitch on it. So this is the fabric woven in England. This is the Moon, which is exclusive to Marks and Spencer. Now, I don't know too much about it, but Moon seems to do brands like Bolden as well. And so I've sold a Bolden jacket with that same tag on it, and I sold that for about £70 last time. But this one in particular, this jacket here on eBay, there's one on there for, I think it's sold for about 90 quid. So again, it's some decent money in it, some good potential. So I don't know how quick it will sell. Hopefully it'll sell in like a month or so, but yeah, really good potential for that one. In total, I'm hoping from £29 we can turn that into 230 quid. So for 4 hours of work, I don't think that's a bad day. Do you know what I mean? What's that? That's like what, £200 for 4 hours work, £50 an hour. You can't complain. It's just nice day. It was all right, just mooched about. Didn't find loads, but the things I have found seem to have a lot of value in them. But I hope you enjoyed this one and found this one useful. So if you did like it, just like it and subscribe to the channel because I'm always doing these kind of videos. So thanks for your time again, and I am grateful for all you guys for watching. So take care, and I'll see you again next week.